Yakuza is a legendary series and it is my favorite game series of all time. And without a doubt, it has some of the best music in any game that I've ever heard. And most of the times, when you search for who composed the music for the Yakuza games, most of the time you see the name of this person called Hidenori Shoji. And while it's not completely wrong, but most of the tracks in the games are done by multiple people, and they do it as a team. And one other particular person that I'm very fond of her music is Chihiro Aoki. And while she started making the music for the games from Yakuza 5 onwards, her music are really well done, especially in Yakuza 7, which is or Yakuza Like a Dragon in the West, which is my favorite game of all time. And yeah, today I'm gonna be showing you how to make a track similar to hers. Yeah, it's gonna be first of all, I can't compare myself to the absolute legend that is Chihiro Aoki. Mine is gonna sound like absolute dog shit, but it's still an attempt. And you can take the points that I did here and you can apply it to your own tracks. Maybe you'll do better than mine, which I'm sure you will. Yeah, you can prove me wrong by that. So yeah, here is the arrangement. Now, for this track specifically, I got the idea from a battle theme in Yakuza 7, which is called Ascension Point, which sounds like this. Now, if you can see it, it takes very heavy influence from dubstep, and I've asked other people what other subgenres includes, and some people pointed out a genre called bro step, which is the Americanized version of dubstep, and drum step. You can put it in whatever genre you want, and yeah, it takes ideas from a lot of genres. First off, the drums, essentially the most important part. Now you want to make a loop that sounds like this. Essentially very heavy kick and snare, like this kick right here. Added some saturation, and the snare, we have dubstep snare that I've got from Splice. It has no other processing on it, it's just the kick by itself, which is very good since it doesn't have any process in it. And then of course some tail to add more impact to the snares if we listen to it together. And of course hi-hats. You don't need to put chinas or like anything else in here, just hi-hats will do fine, like I did. You can do any other pattern that you like. I just really like the sound of that pattern, and by the end you should get something that sounds like this. And now we come to the synths. Now, since I'm an unoriginal piece of shit and I am a lazy cunt, I use a lot of presets, but you can be much more original than me and make your own synths. Now, for presets, for synths, actually, what I use most is Vital, which is the same equivalent as Serum, but it's free. You can use it however you want, and as you can see, I added the Serum skin to it. Now, what I use for the preset packs is the Black Lotus Audio Boss Fight, the Bro Step pack, and the Dimensions Drum and Bass for Vital by Black Lotus Audio. They make really good sample packs and presets packs for Vital, or sometimes Serum, and you can get them on their website, which I'll be including in the description below. So in the original track that you heard above, there is this bass that you can hear in the background that essentially sounds like this. Now what I did essentially was took this sound and added some sidechain, and then added some auto filter to get rid of some of the other one is, I believe, is the sub. Yes, it's just sub. I don't think you can hear this if you don't have headphones on. And the other thing is, I got this patch from Serum. Since I'm pathetic and I use the free version of Serum, I have 20 minutes before the plugin resets itself. And I got this sound from it. In sequence, right here, this sequence 5th Avenue. It's essentially raise the LFO speed to 20%, and you get this sound. Like I mentioned, these are all presets I use, so nothing original about these. You can be more original, as I said. Alright, now we come to the wubs and the sounds that Chihiro Aoki likes to use. And as I mentioned, I mostly use the Bro Step pack that I just mentioned, as you can see right here. Mixed it all together and it came out something like this. For the arrangement, you don't need to do much. You can change up the second verse, added some arpeggiators by the end of it, like around here. As you can see, nothing much else. Like, this is all you need, basically. Just use a fuck ton of presets and put a lot of wubs and growls into it. For the effects, of course, you need white noise with sidechain. EDM Techniques 101. A lot of risers. And of course, don't forget sidechain right here. You can use the Kickstarter, but I'm much more comfortable with being able to control my own. I use the factory plugins in Ableton. And yeah, with all of that, you're essentially done. Yeah, these are all... amount total to 36 channels. So yeah, you should be fine with it. You can, of course, as I mentioned, you can be much more original with it. You can use your own sounds, you can use different synths. But yeah, essentially what she does is she uses a lot of dubstep elements and then applies it to other genres. For example, she does a lot of drum and bass, but still applies dubstep elements to it, which I think is really cool. And yeah, that's it, guys. And here is Boss Rush. Enjoy!